let me ask you this: Have you seen it? Because I know a lot of fighters will cut with distilled water, right? Because distilled water is so pure, it has nothing in it. It draws all the salts out. Have you tried playing with that or not really?
I mean, I tried, but I had like it wasn't anything that worked for me.
Mm,
I just did regular old spring water.
mm,
Yeah. And then I would, get up to 2 gallons, a couple weeks out of the fight. But whenever I was at 2 gallons, I would put electrolytes in the first gallon and then drink the other gallon.
Damn, 2 gallons a day. That's not.
Yeah, 2 gallons a day.
I mean, that's really not that hard when you're doing a lot of exercise, and like you said, it's hot as balls here in Florida.
Hot, man.
So
And where I train, my coach's gym, there's no AC.
yeah, I've heard.
There's no AC.
I've heard.
And it's good because one thing
you're
I tell
sweating your ass off,
one thing
man.
I tell people, I'm like, you can't cook with cold grease.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I just think it helps with the mental, and it just makes you a better fighter, I believe.
I found that when because I've gotten used to working out outside, and well, I used to do construction too, so doing like hard lifting and stuff outside. But I used to have a heavy bag, and I still do. I just haven't hung it in a while, but heavy bag in the back, and we used to do jujitsu at Ozzy's house in the back. Working out outside and getting used to that, it sucks because it's Florida heat. It's just so hot. The sun comes around and stuff. But I did notice that once I started working out inside, it almost like I couldn't breathe sometimes.
Inside?
Yes. I feel like the cold air would mess with my nose and my lungs, and I feel like I couldn't breathe sometimes.
Dude,
I feel like I literally couldn't breathe.
It might. I hate the cold, honestly. When it gets cold, like it gets kind of cold here in Florida, and people kind
For
of
like a month and a
make
half.
fun of us. But like, I'm like, dude, like it's freezing. Like I need a jacket, and
I
it
swear
hurts
to
your
God.
lungs. I hate running outside when it's cold. It hurts my lungs.
Yeah, cold.
For real.
Florida heat and Florida cold are just different.
Different.
They're just different.
Yeah, because
it can feel like it's, it can say it's 86 outside and it feels like 101, right? And then it can say it's like 55 degrees and it really is. If it says it's 55 and it feels like 40.
Yeah, no,
Right?
you ain't lying.
It doesn't make any sense. And then like I remember I went to, where was it? Georgia a few years back, I think it was. And it was saying it was like 30 degrees outside. And I was like, this feels like Florida 50.
Yeah.
This feels like Florida 45-ish.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. It's
My
really
time in
weird.
Georgia,
Yeah.
it was freezing cold. I was hoping to see snow, but it wasn't snowing.
Yeah, so
But it was just frigid cold. It was really windy too. It sucked.
Dude.
so the way I can say it is like when I was in Michigan, in wintertime, right around Christmas.
I heard that sucks.
Yeah, because
Oh my, I can't imagine, bro. I
In-
can't imagine.
right on the lake, right? So you got the humidity just like Florida, and then you got the winds right off the lake at 22 degrees. There's not a single piece of clothing that you can put on that's gonna protect you. You know how they say like your body and the right clothes create the bottom layer, whatever.
Yeah.
That's all bullshit because
Yeah,
that air,
yeah.
that humid air is everywhere, and a fucking wind just hits you,
Yeah.
and it just becomes whole another like where your bones fucking hurt.
Right. Like you
And
feel
I
it in
come
the
from
bones.
and I come from a winter country. Like we're lucky to get fucking 2 weeks of sun in the summer, right? It's totally the humid cold is different, man. Humid cold hits you different.
Yeah.
So
Like, I've gone fishing in the winter on a boat, and that's
No.
just something else.
Bad.
No, you
That
won't
shit
catch
sounds-
me
that shit
out there.
Sucks. No, you'll catch
Nah.
some fish. You'll catch things like sheep's head mackerel. There's species during that time, but it sucks. It's just cold.
and it's really
and if
not.
you don't catch it, that's when it gets real
Nah,
bad.
man, that's misery.
That's
That's
bad.
misery.
And the worst part though is just going out and coming back. When you're on the boat moving, all the wind, all the water, the cold. Now once you get to wherever you're going, it's usually sunny on a day you're going out, so it feels nice. You can take off all your jackets and stuff. But the ride back and forth sucks.
Nah,
so
you won't catch me out there.
so you were about 20, and then you say you took a hiatus. How long was that?
The hiatus was kind of long, man. Like, so what I did, I realized I was like, I'm a broke fighter. Like, I'm broke. I need to figure it out. I need to get some benefits. You know what I mean? I need
Yeah,
to
you
get
did all
some
this
insurance.
training, yeah.
So I actually hurt my back too, training. So I was like, dang, what? I gotta think about the future, right? So I got into retail management. I was in management for a company called Buckle. I don't know if you guys have heard it. I think there's one. They're pretty much in every single mall. It's a clothing store. They have everything. They're really known for jeans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what actually brought me out to Florida. Is I took over a store in Jacksonville, actually
Okay.
Orange Park, Florida. it's just over the bridge and from Jacksonville. But I ran that for a while. Then Oakley, the brand Oakley sunglasses. They have retail stores. They recruited me over. I worked for them in Orlando, so I moved to Orlando. I was an assistant there, and then I took over a store in Brandon, Florida.
Getting a
Ran
little
that.
closer.
Yeah,
Closer
ran
towards
that.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, exactly. And I did that all the way up until pretty much when COVID hit.
Right.
Like, I think I threw in the towel Christmas right before COVID hit. I think 2019 or 2020.
You were like, F this.
I was done. Yeah, I was done. Like, I was sick and tired of it. Like, dude, retail, you have no life.
Oh, for sure.
Like
dude.
people
I
don't
relate
care.
to
Like
that.
the people don't care about you. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
they don't.
Like it's Christmas time is the
The worst.
the worst.
Working
And then
things like Black Friday and
Black
stuff
Friday,
like that.
yeah. And then like you can't have holidays off to see your
You
family.
can't, no.
Yeah. Like you're pretty much you're stuck, and I was done with it. So from there, after like during the COVID, like, I was getting, working out, getting back in shape, and I started working at a boxing gym. And then I was like, I'm gonna still I can still fight. I'm still fast. I'm still fast. Then I started at this Muay Thai gym sparring on the weekends. And then from the Muay Thai gym, they asked me to run the boxing program. So I ran all the boxing. I was the head boxing coach for this Muay Thai gym. And then I was scheduled to have a Muay Thai fight up in like Boston, New England area, because Muay Thai is big up there.
Okay.
And then that fell through. And then it's kind of a weird deal. Like my buddy Julian Lane walks into where I trained at the time, and asked my head coach the owner of the gym asked him to hold mitts for him. I don't know if you guys remember Julian Lane, but he was
Sounds like a
Pull him
familiar
up.
name.
Pull him up.
when you guys see him, you're gonna be like,
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I know Julian
yeah,
Lane is.
yeah, yeah.
I think I know.
Yeah, you'll see.
I think I
You'll
know.
see.
Yes.
Let me
yep,
bang,
yep,
bro. Let
yeah,
me
let
bang.
bro. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's funny. Yeah, I know
so
who that is.
Julian and I became, became close, good friends. Once he started coming to the gym, and bare knuckle was maybe 3-4 years, I think 3 years in, and like I knew it was out, and I was like, man, I will never, ever fight bare knuckle, ever.
Yeah.
And then
Last famous words.
yeah. And then Julian comes in, and I think this is about the same time that he started his career. Julian fought like I think BKFC 1 out in like the very first one. But anyways, Julian asked me to be in his corner for one of his fights when he fought Boswick. I can't remember his first name off the top of my head, but he fought Boswick in Miami. Me and my head coach at the time, we were in the corner, and then just seeing it live, I was like, this is not that bad. Like, this is not that bad. I was like,
This is the dude.
I can do it. Yeah, Boswick. Jake Brutal Boswick.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I was in the corner whenever
Sheesh.
when
How,
Julian.
how big is what's their weight class?
I believe that one was at 75.
Mm-hmm.
So
So that's what 155,
no, that's 70. That 175.
175.
Yeah, not in kilograms. So I think that was 175. And then so I was there, I saw it live. My manager at the time came to our gym, or my manager, before he was my manager, he came to our gym to do an interview or to meet up with Julian one time. And he was like, hey man, like we're bringing in the smaller weight classes, 125, and I think you would be a great fit, and like you can be a top contender for that weight class. And then I was like, you know what? I'm in. Like I didn't have to go through the BKFC tryouts or anything like that. I was an OG. Yeah, I was an OG. I am an OG of the flyweight weight class because it was the last weight class that they brought in, other than the straw weights that for the ladies. But
Yeah.
and ever since I signed with bare knuckle, I been ranked the entire time, and then I've fought for the very first flyweight title against the legend John Dodson. It was a good fight. Clipped me in my eye. I'll get him back. We'll run it back. But it was good. So that's how I got into bare knuckle after I took a hiatus in retail world. You know what I mean? Yeah.